Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, your boy Victor. I can't believe the amount of people who got the Sony thing wrong. I'm gonna help you guys out because it seems like YouTubers, TikTokers, everybody got this wrong. They're all just speculating and they didn't really read the article completely. There is no marketing scheme, there is no turning back, there is no ploy. Sony said so in their post. We'll get to it later on. I will read a thing. I'm going to translate corporate talk for you guys because I work in corporations. I work in a corporate Deutschland in Germany. So I'm going to help you guys out. The first thing in this video we need to address is audience, okay? Sony has said two things. They're adapting to a new audience, and they've indirectly said they no longer cater to the older audience. That means anybody from 1980 to 2010, they don't want to produce physical copies at the cost of more spending. It's an expenditure they don't want to spend. There's a different type of audience today than you and I. When in the 1980s to 2010s, people went to GameStop, MediaMarkt. For me, it's Germany, it's MediaMarkt. You went to MediaMarkt, you went to these places, you got a physical copy, and you got like an action figure, some sort of promotional item, maybe like a poster, something you could put up on your wall, your shelf, some sort of small figurine, something that went with the boxing, the casing. Now, this no longer exists. The average person today, the new up-and-coming gamers, the kids who are like 12 to 21-ish, they don't care for this. They don't have a sense of nostalgia for figurines, having memorabilia. They don't care about having a case because they didn't grow up with it. It's a different generation of gamers that they're adapting to. This is a multiple fold thing they're solving. If I can offer some sort of insight to this, it's very simple. It's not a marketing scheme, as I mentioned. It's not a scheme, it's not a ploy, it's not in a GTA 6, it's none of that. Do you guys remember during the lockdown? They don't want to bump into the Nintendo situation during the lockdown. When the Nintendo Switch 2 was announced, do you remember the tariff that Donald Trump dropped? The tariff, then after the lockdowns, then it was production costs during 2021 to 22 to get that off the line. They don't want that for gaming. They no longer want to play the ball of having to shift physical products out of Japan, China, wherever it may be, to get their product into Europe and North America. They need to solve that issue. The best way to solve that is by keeping everything digital. So that's one problem solved. One is a politics issue, okay? They can't physically move products because the trade tariffs among different countries has altered greatly. And they've seen what people can do in the EU and in North America to stop these things from happening. And they want on-demand sales right away. The second one is the Green Act. Most of Europe, North America, give or take parts of Asia, they've all gone green. They don't want to have plastic anymore. A lot of organizations have come down on multiple industries, including entertainment, sports, and now gaming. Nobody wants to. We've witnessed the end and the death of Blu-ray. We witnessed the end of the VCR, and we've witnessed the end of cable. They're not making cable boxes no more. Those of you who are old like I am, 90s kids, remember the cable box? Gone. It's just a wire. It's digital now. The VCR? Gone. The DVD player? Gone. Now, gaming disc? Gone. They don't want this no more. It's production costs. The next writing on the wall is everything has gone subscription based. So when you have a subscription based model, is Sony can essentially now create more profit. They can create more profit by doing two things. They can now charge for AAA gaming 100 euros with GTA 6 as the flagship. And to access playtime on GTA 6, you must pay for a subscription to their shelf. So you buy, let's say you buy a console, okay? You buy a PS6 or PS5. You're gonna go buy GTA 6. You're building a digital shelf. Now this shelf doesn't belong to you. You're renting space on their platform for a game that you paid for. You might own the game, it might be in your console and download it, but you can't play it unless you have a subscription to their shelf. That could be Sony Plus, a monthly fee, a yearly fee, whatever it is. So now they have 3 incomes. They've cut production costs. They swap to maybe a paper box. If you're lucky, you get a paper box, scan the code, download the game, toss the paper box out, because paper boxes are disposable. The third one is the money they saved in not having to print a disc and a plastic case. It's extra profit they now have. The third is the subscription. And now they have the new pricing range. That's what they're doing. It's not a scheme. It's not that difficult. It's very simple. It's simple adapting to new audiences. Now, there's another thing people don't have, I think nobody addressed on YouTube. I think it's crazy nobody brought it up and no one thought about it. But it's decentivized people. There's 2 kinds of things that are going to happen now. Sony has created 3 profit lines or umsatz. They've made revenue by doing these changes, and they're not going to backpedal on it. They can have all the outlash they want from Domino's and Papa John's and wherever it may be. They can make fun of them all they want, but for Sony in Japan, this is an economic issue. Japan is suffering economically, and Sony wants to make billions and secure their line. This also decentivizes people from buying a console. Why spend 800 to 1,000 euros on a console just to pay a subscription when you can buy a gaming laptop or a PC for 1,000 euros and just get Steam and play free games? Overwatch 2 is free, Valorant's free, League is free. You can get all your games on Steam and play them without a sub. You can get Red Dead for free. You can get GTA 6 on Steam for free. Well, you pay for the game, but you can play it for free. Because right now, if you go, I have a PlayStation 5 and I have a Switch 2. If you go on PlayStation right now, if you don't have access to their PlayStation Plus a month, you don't have access to some of the titles that you own. Like, for example, I own Ghost of Tsushima, right? I bought it on sale through PS Plus, but I turned off my PS Plus. But they offered me a deal to own it. I can't play it. I have to go back to PS Plus. Even though I paid them half the price when they're offering a sale. I can't use it. So that's one of the main core issues they're having right now. The last thing I want to talk about or bring up here, solve very quickly on YouTube, is I'm going to translate the corporate speech for you. So let's just switch over there and I'll show you directly by hand. So here we are. Just to post that Sony made, we all read it. I'm not going to go through it. You've seen it in 100 videos. It's this particular line. So I work in a corporate company and I use corporate speech every day. That's how I talk to people. Now, it says right here, they said so word for word. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to a consumer trends as the general preference for digital media. Everyone on YouTube is talking from their personal preferences. Sony has realized very early on, my generation, we're aging out. We're not going to be gaming forever, and we're not going to be keeping figurines and boxes of games in the background. We travel, we have wives, we have children, we have things going on in real life. We're looking at retirement, we're looking at politics. Gaming is not at the top of that list. It's down the bottom. But the new generation, they're willing to spend 100 euros and pay for a sub, because we already pay for subs on TV. We pay for sports. We pay to print stuff out of a printer, a physical thing. And we pay for simple services like Microsoft Office. It's sub-based. You used to be able to own that. You can't no more. And Sony is just following that trend. It's not going away. So that being said, I want to wish you a very nice time. Have fun, and hopefully I'll see you around. Do that special thing. I like you guys a lot. Come tag with me sometime. I'm always hanging out and having a good time. See you guys very soon.